Yo, what up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego in the back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. How's everybody doing? We out here grinding. You dig me? I need everyone to get the likes up. 2-a-days. We are back. 2 p.m., 7 p.m. I had to test myself. It's not really a test because this is all easy work. It's all easy work, but I had to test myself. And we right back on top of things. Smash the like button. We are gathered here to talk about Ryan King Rye Garcia. But I'm just going to warm up the mic. How's everybody's Monday? Are you starting the week off proper? Let me know how your Monday is doing so far before we get started. I need the likes to go up for the Stream King. This is not a game. This is what I do. 7 days a week. I bring information and news, latest and greatest. If this is your first time hearing my voice, consider subscribing. If you like boxing. Terrible writing paper sucks. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the likes still ain't going up quick enough. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I need y'all to get the likes up, though. Reese, what's up? I said I'm ready. I'm so ready for whatever that awaits me. Smash the like button. Ryan, what's up? Kenya, I see you. LJ. That LJ had a good statement or comment or whatever you want to call it. She said, I wonder what Canelo feels. Bro, boxing is looking ugly right now. Listen, boxing is looking ugly. Sam Cassell. Boxing is looking soft. But listen, I'm the one to bring it to you. This is what I do. This is my sport. I'm the one to bring it to you. Boxing is looking soft. Boxing is looking bad. And we got to fix this ASAP. So Canelo Alvarez allegedly sold 80,000 seats or whatever pre-sale, according to Eddie Hearn, who still has yet to confirm Joshua Fury that they've been pushing off week after week after week, saying, one more week, mate, one more week, one more week, mate, right? But he claims Canelo Alvarez, the face of boxing. That's what they're calling him. They said Canelo's the face of boxing, and they claim he sold 70,000 tickets pre-sale. But his fight is in 2 weeks, maybe even a little less than 2 weeks now, technically. And the buzz has been this big for his fight. I haven't heard an immense buzz. If you follow Canelo on social media, he's out here golfing. Like, what precedence does this set for boxing? You want us to believe that there's a mega super fight with allegedly 70,000 tickets sold and Canelo's golfing. Somebody else in his very same gym, Ryan Garcia, just pulled out of a fight, and a video emerged of him and his chick, and they're in Hawaii. The streets did investigation, and they're in Hawaii on vacation. And according to the video, like if you just look outside and in, it seems to be fine. And you tell me that's looking good for boxing. These things look good. Canelo is about to fight Saunders, and it's supposed to, they're telling you that it's not premeditated. It's not WWE. This is supposed to be the trickiest and toughest fight of Canelo's career since Mayweather. But Canelo is out here golfing and posting about it. And playing putt-putt with his daughter. Listen, I'm a grown man. Canelo, Ryan, those are grown men as well. I can't tell people what to do. But in my history of covering the sport of boxing, I can't recall too many situational things such as this, where a fighter was supposed to be in a super fight, but they're publicly a week and a half, 2 weeks before the fight golfing. Like, think of whoever, Mayweather, Maidana. I can't tell Canelo, he a grown man. I can't tell him what to do. I can't do that, baby. But think of someone we know was the pound for pound and the face of boxing for certain, Floyd Mayweather. Picture him before Ricky Hatton, and then he's golfing. He had Funco Land. You know what I mean? He's just golfing. And there's no promotion, there's no buzz for the fight, and he out golfing. That looks good for boxing. That's all to that looks good for boxing. No promotion for the fight, but he's celebrity golfing. His gym mate, Ryan Garcia, had a fight that people were excited to see. And then he pulls out 1 week later and he's in Hawaii or on vacay with his girl. And you want the king of all things, the boxing god, to believe that boxing is looking in tip-top shape. Okay. They say I'm biased. They say I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, but on the contrary, I think I know what I'm talking about. Boxing is looking soft right now. Yeah. Boxing is looking soft. Boxing is looking bad. It's a black eye. UFC, and you know me. You know that I'm not even a UFC fan. Like, I don't have nothing against it, but it's boxing all day over UFC for me. UFC just busted our ass with a crazy card. UFC 261, crazy card. Listen, I'm a boxing head over UFC, MMA any day. But that UFC was crack. We did go watch party. Everyone seemed like the return to all wait, no wait. You're kidding. He didn't just pull out from the fight, did he? Now Ryan G said, nothing, you idiots. Ryan G's left. He's locked in his basement. Like, bro, what is going on with oh my gosh. And Ryan G said, nothing, you idiots. Ryan G's left. He's off to the oh my God, bro. Boxing looking crazy right yeah. I said it's crazy. Just like me. Bro, where's CeeLo Green at? Bro, this boxing looking crazy. 1 more week, mate. You got Eddie, the British Thief, talking about 1 more week, mate. You got Crawford saying he fighting Pacquiao. And then they said the fight is weekend at Bernie's. That's dead. You got egos to and just get paid off of all y'all misery. Yo, you are in your basement talking about another man on vacation. Block him. And I'm getting paid off all y'all misery. Let's go. Yeah, I'm in a basement in Cali, even though we don't have basements. Bro, y'all got to send me some better work. I'm TB Ego. Bro, they still talking about basements in Cali. Bro, if you don't know this Cali culture, you might as well just stop. Bro, who in Northern California has a basement? My boy Nor said, Chihuahua. Boxing out here looking crazy. I said, you're crazy. Yeah, bro, boxing out here looking crazy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I say is the truth. That's why y'all keep watching. Y'all keep watching, and keep paying. Keep it locked right here. You're now rocking with your man, Boxing Ego, bro. Bro, what do we talk? Ken Corleone, just clap these boys. What happened to these boys? So Canelo whole gym is like Canelo golfing before his mad tough, super tough fight, right? He Billy Madison, I mean Happy Gilmore, my bad. He Canelo Happy Gilmore. I was born golfing, bro. So Canelo turned in, he about to fight a really dangerous guy, Billy Joe Saunders. But Billy Joe Saunders is complaining 2-3 weeks before the fight, saying, I want me a fair fight, mate. One more week, mate. Oh my God. Bro, the reign of Ego Stradamus terror strikes again. Bro, listen to how boxing is looking. Billy Joe Saunders, everything I'm saying is true. It's from the heart, it's real. You know it's real. If you follow the sport, you know I'm the one. Bro, I was born golfing. So Billy Joe, supposed to be a super fight, face of boxing. Canelo Alvarez out here turned into Happy Gilmore. He out here golfing. 2 weeks before the fight, he golfing. Billy Joe is sweating bullets because he know he's gonna get mollywop. He making excuses. Hold on, Billy Joe. Oh, I need me fight. I'm at me weight, mate. All right, bro. Canelo finna dog, bro. Canelo said, "Ain't worry about that, bro. He out here golfing." Bro, he put this so, bro, he knows this is easy work. Billy Joe out here making this shit. Oh yeah, mate. Oh yeah, me tinkle. I got a tinkle, mate. One more week, mate. Bro, he out here sweating bullets. Canelo golfing. That goes to show you the super fight, super duper, bro. That goes to show you how dangerous this fight is for Canelo. Because I promise you, if he was fighting Jamal Charlo or David Benavidez, he better be, if you better be on your best behavior. I say you best be on your best behavior out this motherfucker. Bro, if he was fighting one of them, Charlo, Benavidez, or whoever, I promise you, he probably wouldn't be golfing right now. And he probably wouldn't, if he was golfing, I don't know if he'd be like advertising that he golfing. Bro, Canelo is the new Arnold Palmer, Jack Nicklaus, Happy Gilmore, whatever the Tiger Woods, Tiger Alvarez, whatever y'all want to call him. He out here golfing. That shows you how worried he is about Billy Joe Saunders. Another European. Oh, hold on 1 second. I think I got the maintenance dude here. Hold on. I got to pause. Yo, don't go nowhere. I'll be back. I got someone here though. But we not finished. Smash the like button. It ain't over. It ain't over. I was just cooking. Y'all know that. Y'all lucky we got interrupted. I'm trying to be cool. I'm trying to be professional. But I'm coming back. We're going to talk about this Ryan stuff. Smash the like button. I'll be back. Are we back? Y'all lucky I started cooking and the guy came and I had to open the door and stuff like that. But we back. De La Hoya versus Marlon Wayans. Look up Marlon. Say cheese. All right, cut and beautiful guys. They're brothers. They're happy and they're singing and they're color. Do 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 do. Give me a high. All right, and beautiful guys. Now it's time to cook, y'all. Bro, I'm going to saute y'all asses. Y'all lucky we had that little distraction. I was in the middle. I was right. All right, right about to get you. I missed some super chat. Keep sending your money. Bet on us. That's all I'm gonna say. 2021 is up. If it's up, then it's up. Bet on us. Have I let y'all down? Ego Stradamus. I'm like Pac the way I get around. Have I let y'all down? The stuff I say be coming true. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. That's why y'all keep watching. That's why y'all hit the subscribe button. That's why you hit the like button. You know it. What I've been saying been coming true in the world of boxing. T-Bone boxing. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 1 more week, mate. Crooked icon. Stay on their neck, Ego. LJ loves when y'all say that because they don't say that in Australia, so she be loving that. So let's get it. Canelo is so worried about Billy Joe Saunders that he's publicly posting videos of him golfing and showing his daughter how to golf. So yeah, Billy Joe Saunders getting cooked. He got, what did Broder say? He got cooked. Cooked, bro. He got cooked. Billy Joe Saunders getting cooked by Canelo. It shows you that he is not worried about this man, another British European fighter. He got Eddie Hearn fighters numbers, bro. He got cooked. He got cooked. He about to get cooked. Canelo is out here golfing, putt swing. Like, he is not worried about Billy Joe Saunders. Meanwhile, Billy Joe Saunders is out here pleading for his life and stuff. Oh yeah, I want me fair fight, mate. Bro, you would a fair fight now, but when you was fighting Demetrius Andre, you was off that nasal spray. Okay. Now they want, like Tupac said, niggas love to scream peace after they start some shit. Hey, now here's a word to those who rob me. I murdered you, then I run a train on Mob Deep. Don't fuck with me. Niggas love to scream peace after they start some shit. Bro, now Billy Joe Saunders, Colonel Saunders, he want him a fair fight. Oh, boo-hoo. He want a fair fight after putting something up his ass, his nose, whatever he was doing in the Andre fight that got that fight that we was looking forward to canceled, and you never rescheduled. You never rescheduled. Bro, I'm on it. I'm on the case like Matlock. Young Matlock. Young Credentials is back. Ego Veli. You didn't want a fair fight when you was putting shit up your nose and sticking shit in your ass or whatever. You didn't want no fair fight then. Now you about to fight the real. You about to fight the seed of Chucky. This redhead motherfucker can fight, in the words of Ann Wolf. You about to fight Canelo. You about to feel that pain. You about to feel that punishment. Now you want you a fair fight. Now you fighting in America where the drug testing is a little more stringent, mate. Now you want a fair fight. Now you begging for mercy like a G Unit album. Hey, something special. You gotta do something, baby. Now Billy Joe want him a fair fight. Beg for mercy, man. Bro, I promise you, this is my energy all year. We up with it. It's up with it, bro. I'm like a hot air balloon. I'm up. It's up with it's that way, bro. Kevin Slims, Hearn, why you put hella ends? Seems to be the only promoter who sells astronomical amount of tickets and you don't hear anything about it after the fight. Bro, he sell an astronomical amount of lies. That's why I'm the realest in the game. I'm telling you what it's supposed to be. I'm the new Method Man bringing the pain. Listen, I'm changing the game, Method Man. I got the Method Man and I'm bringing the pain. Y'all know that. Stop playing with me. He tells an astronomical amount of lies. Bro, his whole book full of lies, probably. Step 1, how to be successful. Lie, motherfucker. Have your daddy own a business and then lie. Come on, bro. Y'all dealing with the prodigal son. I think Canelo wins by massacre, bro. Cooked. He gonna win. That's all that matters. He win. The victory's a victory. Canelo finna win. Come on, bro. And if he loses, something it's gonna look janky. So he gonna win. I don't see him losing at all. And if somehow by like it'll be like Pacquiao Jeff Horn where he loses and it's some weirdo controversial stuff. Other than that, Canelo winning. If it ain't no weird Jeff Horn 2-2-2 Pacquiao stuff, he finna lose, bro. Because nowadays in boxing, you have to account for the foul. You know what I mean? But I don't see that happening. But mark this video down. Because when it comes true again, how many things have I gotten right? That's what I want to know. Shout out to Anthony Jones. That's why the money will forever come in. Forever, ever, forever, ever. The book of Heli. Hey, he tried it. My boy Anthony said Eddie wrote the book of Heli bars. The book of Eli's as in Eddie Hearn. Okay, we got bars out here. He said the book of Heli. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. We got a funny chat, bro. He said the book of Heli. Oh man. I love my job. So anyway, Canelo out here golfing 2 weeks before his fight. Listen, I can't tell another man how to live. You want to golf, you want to whatever. But he out here golfing. I was born golfing. He golfing before his super fight. He ain't worried about that. Ryan going through mental health awareness or whatever's supposed to be happening, and he out here with his chick talking about wow. I know y'all see my video, bro. I know y'all see the video. Come on, man. Come on, bro. So listen, Ryan Garcia pulled out the Javier Fortuna fight. You dig me? He pulled out the Javier Fortuna fight. His reasoning was that he got a lot of stuff, like basically a lot of baggage, a lot of stuff going on, and his mentality, his mental, his health, these things are the most important thing for him, and he got to clear those up before, he can fight. Now, when you are a celebrity and you put something like that on wax, and you were scheduled for a tough fight, and you've been capping in terms of fighting Pacquiao and Gervonta and other stuff, Devin Haney, the streets don't pay attention to your every move. You say you're not fit for competition. You're not fit for the streets is watching. The streets found this on Ryan. Hold on. Bro, he booed up in his hotel in Hawaii talking about some chi hu or whatever he was talking about. Hold on. Bro. What? What? Bro, he out here booed up in a hotel 2 days. Like, just listen to look at the optics to what we're saying or what I'm saying, right? Just that's all I want from y'all. Look at the optics of it. Bro, Look at the optics of it. Y'all gonna get my purpose. Bro, look at the optics. Chi who, huh? Okay. So let's look at the optics. You were scheduled for the toughest fight of your career. Fact. Toughest fight of your career. Right? I would imagine there'd be formal like drug testing and stuff like that. You all of a sudden, a week after the fight's announced, you pull out, and days later, not even like a week, you know what I'm saying? Days later, you talking about some chill, and you in Hawaii with your chick on what appears to be a vacation, like looking booed up, and she's showing the Waikiki beach, and we're supposed to believe that you had mental health awareness issues. Like I heard some people say, like, so, listen, and this is the thing. I'm not trying to. I don't care. That you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about his personal life. You know what I mean? Like him. Some people say he cheated and then he's trying to woo the girl back or whatever. I don't care. That's little teeny bopper stuff. The reason why we're talking about this in the public forum is it becomes a public issue when you put this out here that you can't compete because you're going through so much tumultuous things. So my thing is this: you're a grown man. You can take a vacation if you want, whatever. I'm not his chaperone, so I'm not monitoring what he does with his life, where he goes for that reason. But this is a black eye on boxing when it looks like you did a lot of talking, trash talking, clout chasing, Tank, Haney, Pacquiao, all these names. Then you get scheduled for a tough fight. Everybody gives you props. Everybody, including me. Everybody. Then a week later, you say you can't fight. Days after you say you can't fight because you got to get your mental together, it appears outside looking in that you're on a vacation or something with your chick. Now, some could argue that, oh, he's going through so much mentally. Get my likes up, bro. Get my likes up. This is not a game. What I do, I take very seriously. I'm a businessman. Because you find me at my places of business. West Side, y'all know it's for real. Now we cooking. Now we cooking with grease. Get my likes up. Likes are loot. I'm doing 2-a-days. I told you I was going to push myself. I was going to stay true to what we was doing and follow code and follow the mission. I need y'all to do y'all part. I'm doing my part. I'm showing up. Every single day I'm showing up. I got the energy. I got the information. I need y'all to do y'all part. It is not a game. If you want these live streams, they only come to you one of two ways: likes or loot. Period. Let me know what's popping in the chat. You know what I mean? I'm not playing. I'm covering everything. We gonna talk about all these issues. But so some would argue. Let me get back to it. But I need y'all to get them likes up. I'm ready to go, bro. My energy level is unstoppable. So some could argue, hey, he got out of town to clear his head and woo, right? Some people could argue that. But here's the thing. If you really are having psychological or mental health issues or difficulties, why do you need to advertise it and put it out publicly? Like, there's been times where I was going through a lot of things, and I don't care about social media. You see what I'm saying? So if I went somewhere or kicked it with a chick or something to clear my head, then it wasn't about posting it. It wasn't about posting it. You dig what I'm saying? Like, if you're a celebrity, shout out to Chris Jackson, Ego, we appreciate you. I got y'all. Appreciate you. If you're really going through psychological warfare and you're not at peace with yourself or whatever, you got all this baggage or whatever is going on, right? Who really goes out of town, you know what I mean, and goes on a vacation or whatever and looks to the outside, and we're going to talk about this word, perception. We're gonna talk about that, and I'm gonna, elaborate on that. But and then you appear normal, and people who show signs of depression or whatever is going on, they can appear normal, Robin Williams or whatever. I get this. I'm not stupid. Far from it, right? But wouldn't it be to clear your head, like I need to get away with my chick or whatever, and we're just gonna be off to the tucked away? You see what I'm saying? Like we just gonna duck off and go to Malibu or Jamaica or wherever you need to go, Hawaii, clear your head. That's not a good look because it's perception. Now let's talk about the word perception. If you believe that Boxing Ego don't know what he's talking about, your man Ego, you think I'm not, in tune with what's going on, and we could do it. We can have the conversation. So when we talk about perception, look at this. Let's look at perception. Let's pretend boxing was a regular 9-to-5 job, right? I used to work at Lowe's. I tell you guys all the time. Let's talk about the word and the concept of perception. What I'm saying, if boxing was a 9-to-5 regular job, you call out sick. I can't make it. I'm under the weather. I'm sick. And your social media, you're posting, or people find out through someone else's story, right? Perception, that you at a San Francisco Giants game, you getting written up or fired. You know how I know? Because I seen it happen. I seen people in the corporate world, and it was all legal. The human resources, once they got a hold that the person that called in sick and basically came out, and then they was at a place or an environment that perception wise is probably not what you would expect, you could get fired for that. There's so many people in 2010 and beyond that have been fired from jobs or written up or whatever the case is based on social media and basically evidence. There's people who have felonies and stuff like that, parole, probation, and they get caught up based on social media. So you can't tell me that perception doesn't matter. If you don't believe me, get a 9-to-5 job the day you call out sick, and then post on your story. And some jobs you have coworkers that don't necessarily like you or whatever. And then when people get wind that you were sick, but then you went to the San Francisco Giants game and you like chee woo, and you doing all that, then see if nothing happens to you when that gets back to your boss, your social media, comes back to your human resources person, and tell me that stuff like that, the perception fits and the perception don't matter. And y'all know what I'm talking about. But the only thing is, boxing, there's no governing body. Everybody seems to do whatever they want, and it's like the Wild Wild West. That's the only reason. And there's cover-ups where people, WC and Golden Boy, they just gonna say whatever. Oh yeah, we support them. DAZN, they posting mental health awareness number. Listen, mental health and lack thereof is nothing to joke about. It's nothing to joke about. It's a serious matter. I'm not mocking that or anything. But like I said, perception is reality. In my honest opinion, and I'm no doctor or psychologist, but I don't think pulling out of a fight on a Saturday and then by Monday, today's Monday, they got you. Actually, the story was from Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? And it's just been up, and it just kind of came out the next day. So you pull out of a fight Saturday, you in Hawaii on Sunday. So like you just look at what that implicates. So the day you pulled out, you was in Hawaii, or you was catching a flight or booking a flight. Like, come on, bro. And you think this is like good for boxing? One of the youngest in charge, and whatever the case is. And I just don't like what the precedent that this sets for boxing. WBC acting all like catering and coddling Ryan Garcia for it, and we don't even know what's wrong with him. We really don't. Like, what's going on with him? Nobody really even knows. All we know is the end result. You can't fight. He didn't write come out, write no tell-all book where he tells people. So we don't even know what's going on. So again, now you're dealing with speculation. You're dealing with perception. And like I said, perception does matter when you're in the public eye, especially. If perception doesn't matter, then Tell me you've never seen or heard about somebody getting laid off because of what they posted on their social media. They like people that went to Capitol Hill. People that went to Capitol Hill. When it came back where they worked, a lot of those people got in trouble or fired, right? You didn't do that on the clock, but your social media told on you and they identified that was you and you were doing something like that. They're like, nah, we can't have that. So my thing is this. I don't like the perception. I don't like the precedent it sets for boxing. For example, so go like, you know, the saying was good for the goose is good for the gander, or however that saying goes. So you mean to tell me that there's fighters who work their whole life, they have crazy come from broken homes and molestation or a death in the family, death of a loved one, death of a trainer, you know, all these crazy chaotic things that we know fighters deal with. Johnny Tapia, people like that. You know, Oscar De La Hoya got his own demons, people like that. Maidana comes from gangs. Floyd's dad was incarcerated. First of all, boxing is not the sport for you because it's not for the faint of heart, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. Block Jamal Johnson. Yeah, block Jamal Johnson. I'll continue when he's been removed. I got time today. I'm going to Chick-fil-A after this. I got time, cut. So boxing is not for the faint of heart. Listen, you can pussyfoot around it. I'm telling you what it is. Boxing is not for the faint of heart. Your nose, your eyes, there's fighters that cuts, broken jaws, eyes finna fall out. Bro, combat sports in general, we just seen what happened with Chris Weidman, his foot. You know, that was gruesome. That was like top gruesome sport injuries. You know what I mean? Combat sports in general, boxing, you know, that's my sport. Is listen, don't feed into the trolls. Don't feed the trolls. Don't eat whatever they're saying. My shooter is gonna handle it. We'll get them out of here. But don't even respond to them because that's part of what they want. See, look, there's people. Listen, this right now while I'm cooking, please don't even distract the chat. Let's stay focused. Who cares who he's talking to? Who cares what he's about? Who cares if it's a bot? Who cares? My thing is don't distract from the chat because then it looks like you're trolling. We don't care. They're going to come do what they're doing. Every time, if you notice a pattern, every time I get on y'all ass and I start cooking and I start destroying y'all, sauteing y'all with facts, the trolls come in with ludicrous nonsense. Ludicrous nonsense. So don't feed the trolls. Don't even respond. Just give them the silent treatment. Me, my shooters, we gonna handle this. Channel members, they let me know if somebody's disruptive. Let's just continue. So, anywho, boxing is not for the faint of heart. Let me continue. I can't stress that enough. From injury to, you know, knockouts and trying to bounce back, boxing in general is not conducive to mental health. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying by way of the sport, you're getting punched in the head. That's blunt force trauma. Blunt force trauma, the human skull and brain was not meant to take excessive blows from hard instruments, be it a lamp or baseball bat or fist, bone, right? So boxing in itself is not conducive to being of sound mind. Now, that doesn't mean we can't protect our fighters in the ways we can and still enjoy the sport. That's why, you know, you're supposed to support they have ringside physicians and doctors. They have to pass brain scans and checkups and blah, blah, blah. Right. So that's for starters. Boxing, you just have to be built for it. I mean, anybody who was willing to get punched or kicked in the face to get a paycheck, that's a different breed of human because most people wouldn't. Most people, you know, see blood or get a bloody nose, they faint and stuff like that. I know people who faint that donated blood. You chose to donate blood for, you know, a good cause or whatever, and they took a little too much blood, they fainted. I know people like that. So you have to be a special individual to compete in the sport of boxing and want to get punched in the face. So that's that. Two, I don't like the precedence that this sets. If we allow, like I said, what's good for the goose or geese is good for the gander. If we allow people to maintain their positioning and their ranking, and in essence, the world of boxing stops for them because they're having a hard time interpreting or dealing with stuff and can't juggle or balance the two, that's not championship behavior. Because how many fighters have we seen where they have to balance and internalize and interpret everything? Listen, if I give you examples, I would not stop. I would not stop because it would be so many examples I can give you of this. Mike Tyson, bro, his ex-wife, Robin Givens, some people said she was a leech, then they going through a divorce. Mike Tyson got accused of this, got put in prison. He thought Don King was taking some of his money, whatever, boom, boom, boom. Cus D'Amato died, right? This is what Mike is enduring. Mitch Green fighting him in the street. You know, we could do this all day. Mayweather. Roger Mayweather passed, right? And he's talking about coming back. Roger Mayweather passed. The week of the Maidana fight, his ex-fiance, Miss Jackson, sues him and accuses him, said this and that. Before the Cotto fight, Mayweather got sentenced to 90 days in prison. So in the Cotto fight, he knew that he had to go to prison right after that. A guy that's never really been to prison that I know of for any 90-day stretch or longer. You know what I mean? Buster Douglas's mom died while he was in training camp for Mike Tyson, preparing for the biggest fight of his life as underdog. Tony Harrison's dad just died. Jared Hearn's dad just died. Virgil Ortiz, his trainer, he had a trainer from Texas. I believe he was Mexican, who recently passed. Errol Spence also went to that same trainer. You see what I'm saying? Virgil Ortiz just fought Maurice Hooker. And if I'm not mistaken, this was after the trainer died, or his old trainer died. This is the life of a boxer. Is like boxing is the loneliest sport in the world. So let me put this together for the fan. I am not standing before you and telling you to be unsympathetic, be insensitive, to not have any regard for what these fighters go through. Chavez Sr. had a trainer die as well. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying that we shouldn't value mental health. I've never said that. I don't believe that. However, in this given situation with Mr. King Ryan Garcia, I don't think, for the sake and integrity of boxing, the WBC should be allowed to allow a fighter to continue holding a belt because the roller coaster ride gained too much speed and it became too fast. If you're not ready, you're not ready. Block John Temple Plate. Block Lamar Jackson. I'm going to need my shooters to step up right now because I'm talking about something that is near and dear to, I have a lot to say. Listen, likes or loot. If my shooters, I need y'all to step up and clear this up because I'm playing zero games. I'm trying to talk. If y'all want to talk, cool. If not, I'm off to the next thing. Straight like that. Shout out to Prince Savage. That's what I'm talking about. A real Cali Savage. Back to what I was saying. So the whole situation with Ryan Garcia, right? I'm not telling Ryan. I play both sides of the fence. Let's say he's really going through whatever ailment or tumultuous time in his life. His mental health is at an all-time low. Fine. If that's what you're claiming, But how do you get to do that and save your spot in boxing in a line when people like Javier Fortuna, what about his mental health? This man can't get no big fight. So why do we not care about the mental health of the fighter who keeps getting itted on, right? D Munson, he said $5 for the distractions. That's what I'm talking about. So we don't care. Like if we so we're a bunch of like because I noticed a lot of y'all is fake. A lot of y'all is fake. And what I'm saying, you know it's real, but you fake. But you fake. So you try to play these games. They like everyone's a psychologist now. Oh, we shouldn't judge Ryan and shut your ass up. I'm telling you what should happen. Shut your ass up. In the words of Adrian Broner, shut that soft ass shit up. I'm telling you what should go down. Shout out to Jaquise Smith. Ortiz had Rona as well coming off the Mo fight. That's what I'm saying, though. The pandemic, everybody went through the pandemic. It ain't exclusive to Mr. King Ryan Garcia. Bro, people lost their houses. I know people in Texas, they electric bill, Scott, was $17,000 for Saturday and Sunday. Ryan, he's living a fortunate life, from a financial standpoint and notoriety standpoint. And you can have money and have things and still be depressed or not at peace. But what I'm saying is this: how do we set the precedence that you could go through these things, which I've never in the history of the sport of boxing known anyone that publicly pulled out of a fight saying their mental was bad. I don't remember that. If you ask 9 fighters out of 10 leading up to a fight, is stress. So 9 fighters out of 10 will tell you their mental is bad. Anxiety, they're in with a good opponent. Maybe there's a little bit of jitters or fears. You had a passing of a trainer, relative, family. Your sparring partner fell out. You're COVID, you know what I'm saying? So you couldn't get great sparring in the gym. You're hiding an injury. I mean, ask 10 fighters before their biggest fights how their mental is. They're like on pins and needles. I know fighters. So I know this. I've been with fighters in their fight camp. See, me, I just don't, everything I do, is not for y'all. I don't show you everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been in fighters camp. I know what they go. I know some people, I know fighters right now that you all know, but I'm not going to put them on blast because, that's breaking code. They had injuries going into their biggest fight ever. Andre Ward just told you. He said in the second Kovalev fight, the way it looked so different is because he said he couldn't even run. That's what he told you. He said the first Kovalev camp, his knee was bothering. He couldn't even run. He couldn't even get no miles in for real. So we know this. So ain't no fighter 100% mentally good. Boxing is not even, like I said, boxing is not the sport for you if you want no turbulence. It's not a smooth plane ride. That's why I love boxing, because boxing is just like life. It ain't never gonna be that smooth flight. Like when I go to LA from the Bay, that's about the smoothest fight. It's way smoother than Vegas. Because sometimes, even though Vegas is about the same flight time, when you land in Vegas, sometimes it's like super bumpy. You leave, bro. If you from the Bay Area like me, you repping this Bay, you go to LA, that's one of the smoothest flights you be. 45 minutes, get her done. It's a smooth flight. But guess what? If I leave from Cali and I go to Texas where the weather is inclement and crazy, it might not be a smooth fight. You listen, boxing is like life. You got to deal for the you got to be prepared for the turbulence. If you ain't with that, then you're not cut out for that. Bro, this YouTube stuff. Yeah, we get the jokes, the super chats and money and stuff. Bro, I be stressed. I don't have no team. Y'all don't care about my mental health. I'm putting out all this content dolo. No team. No financial backer taking me to the fights. Y'all don't care about my mental health. Pay me. Fuck y'all. Pay me. How about that? Pay my mental health. My shit bad. Fuck you. Pay me. How about that? Y'all don't. What are we talking about, bro? And this is the precedence that they want to set for boxing. Ain't no fighter mental health good, to be honest. Your girl mad you can't fuck your girl and have sex with your girl? Like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? You worried about your girl cheating because you can't sleep with her or something because you in camp? You can't eat the stuff you want to eat. What are we talking about? Y'all fucking soft, bro. Hey, let's all that shit up, bro. What are we talking about, bro? Nah, bro. I don't care what none of y'all talk about, bro. These fighters can't sleep with their newlywed wife. There's fighters I know they missing the birth of their child. Ask Jose Ramirez, bro. He in the Philippines. He told me he was in the Philippines when his child was born, and I think it might have even been. Ask Jose Ramirez, bro. Ask him. He missed the birth of his child because he was fucking with Pacquiao in the Philippines. What are we talking about, man? Just pay me. Just pay me my money. I'm just gonna get my money, bro. I'm taking over the game. I'm gonna get my money and I'm out, bro. Shut that soft ass shit up. What is y'all talking about? Oh, I got a boo boo, bro. Ask Jose Ramirez. He missed the birth of his child. I don't know if it was. Don't quote me on this part. I don't know if it was his first child, but it might have been. He told me I was in Fresno. I went to his fight, bro, and he sold it out. Shout out to Jose Ramirez. Got a great fight coming with Josh Taylor, undisputed. Let's get back to some real boxing. Y'all starting to piss me off. Jose Ramirez was in Philippines with Manny Pacquiao, and he missed the birth of. You got to look at the birth of his child on FaceTime. And we talking about mental anguish and mental health. Bro, I'm about to terrorize the game. Just so you know. From within, salute ego. Damn, you really not letting up on Ryan? Man, I ain't letting up on boxing. It didn't have nothing to do with Ryan. I ain't letting up on boxing. I'm telling you what I feel. Nor says, "Chi wow, y'all doing too much, bro." $2 cash app. Just send me my money, bro. That's all I care about. I'm just gonna build the brand. What are you talking about? And ain't no fighter got perfect health or mental health and all that. What are we talking about, bro? What about Patrick Day's sparring partners? People who spar with him and to prepare him, and he died from a fight. Or Maxim Dadashov, Buddy McGurk's fighter. What about people like that? You were sparring to get him ready for a fight, and he died in the fight. Let's talk about mental health. If that's what y'all want to do, if that's what y'all want to do, what about that? What about Danny Jacobs having Danny Jacobs being friends with Patrick Day who died in the ring, and you just gotta wear his memory on your trunk. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the Golden Boy fighter that just died in a car accident. Travion. Let's talk about mental health. Tony Harrison. You know, and I'm always gonna say this too when it comes to black fighters, bro. Black fighters. Look at what's going on in the world. Derek Chauvin and George Floyd being stomped in or kneeled on his until he can't breathe and stuff like that. All these murders and cop killing and all types of stuff. Let's talk about bad health. Let's really open the conversation, bro. There would be no more boxing. Canelo is from the hood. I know people that know Canelo. See, I be knowing stuff y'all don't know. I know people that know Canelo when he was like a kid. Bro, Canelo's from the hood. He's from the barrio, like for real. His family didn't have no money like that. Let's talk about it. And look where he's at. Let's talk about bad health. We listen, fighters all not all, but most of them go through some stuff. Bro, I know people that know Canelo for real when he was a kid. Guadalajara. I'm talking about Guadalajara shit, bro. They talking about Canelo would come over and stuff, and he ain't had no food. He had to eat food at their house and shit. Let's talk about, but look at Canelo's. You know what I mean? Errol Spence flew to a car and almost left the family. Let's talk about bad health, mental health. There would be no boxing. That's what makes these fighters so tough, to be honest. Let's talk about Wilder, feeling you were cheated. Let's talk about Wilder. Your daughter got spina bifida. And people talking about, oh, look at his chicken legs. And you sitting up here fighting for your daughter who has spina bifida, or Luis Ortiz who has a sick daughter with, an ailment. Let's talk about it. You know what I mean? Let's talk about it. My friend right now, his daughter had to have 1,000 surgeries. that almost claimed her life. Luckily, she's doing good. Let's talk about it. And I'm out here making videos, and this is somebody that, you know what I'm saying, I made music with, love and respect. And to see his family going through, let's talk about mental health. Y'all don't know shit. Y'all disgust me. That's what I'm saying. I mean, some of these fighters come out, they was boxing in Ngannou and stuff like that. They was street fighting with no shoes and shit. What are we talking about? And this is the precedence y'all want for boxing. So let me get this straight. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. So now, anytime people are going through it and the world is like weighing down on you, you just pull up a fight and you solidify and keep your ranking. That's what we doing in 2021. Bro, Jake Paul, people say he's not even a real fighter. He's on his third fight. He talk a lot of trash. He self-promote. His man just died in camp. His man Shadow, rest in peace. Shadow just died. How Jake Paul able to somehow stick together? And he got a allegation against him on fight week. And he ain't even the guy that's supposed to be the real fighter. And y'all hate Jake Paul and say, oh, he ruining boxing. Bro, his bodyguard security detail died in camp. Rest in peace to Shadow. He's the guy that's not even supposed to be here. He's getting allegations and he's at the UFC fight. They booing him. Everybody booing him and he's performing. What are we talking about, bro? Boxing, everything. Someone said Canelo was so broke back in the day he ate tainted meat. Y'all tripping, bro. Y'all tripping. No, y'all tripping. He said he was so broke he ate tainted meat. No, that was kind of funny. Y'all wilding though. Get my likes up, man. He said Ryan making Jake look like a warrior. He is a warrior. He did a training camp with all that stuff going on. I'm just telling you what's real. But anyway, let's look at it. So this is boxing 2021. If you don't feel well, so if I'm a fighter and I'm supposed to fight Wilder, and then I queef and my vagina itch or whatever, then I don't have to fight Wilder no more. That's boxing. So all right, listen. I want to fight Wilder. Listen, I want to fight Wilder, and then a week later, I'm gonna pull out the fight because he gonna smoke me and my vagina itches. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you got that your vagina itch a little bit, so I got to pull out the Wilder fight because my vagina got a yeast infection. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you get that little yeast infection and shit. I got to get some cranberry juice. I got a sore tummy, my tum. I need some Mylanta. You know, you got the Hershey squirts, or if you speak Spanish, that choro. You know, you got that choro. Yeah, I was about to fight Wilder, but nah, I ain't pausing nothing. I got choro, bro. I got that Hershey squirts. Nah, I don't care what y'all talking about. Listen, I'm about to fight Wilder, but next week I'm not fighting him. How about that? Nah, listen. I'm gonna fight Wilder to this day. I'm gonna talk a lot of stuff about it, and then y'all gonna be like, "Ooh, he go fight Wilder," and I'm gonna queef and be like, "Nah, I ain't fighting no more. I don't want to fight Wilder no more. I don't feel like it." Man, come on, bro. Like this is what boxing is turning into. I scratch my elbow. I can't fight. Yeah, tennis elbow, bro. Listen. I'm gonna schedule the Wilder fight. I'm gonna find whatever reason to pull out. I'm gonna find whatever reason. I didn't get enough sleep. I didn't get my 8 hours. I ain't fighting him. But anyway, the precedence this sets is crazy to me. It's crazy. That's why to me it looked like a pump fake. I don't think this fight was going down. But somebody in that camp don't want the fight, bro. Or there's more to it or whatever. But anyway, So this is the precedence. So, like, okay, hold on. Errol Spence kept saying he wanted Kell Brook. That's a fact. He worked his way up the IBF ranking, and he became the number one guy to fight for Kell Brook. Shout out to David Kane, $3. Appreciate you. So he worked his way up. If Errol Spence said he's fighting Kell Brook, and then a week later, Errol Spence said, I got too much stuff going on in my personal life. I can't do this. You know what old media would say. But I would say the same thing. If that was Errol Spence, how would he be able to hold? Luckily, Errol Spence has never done this, or no other fighter that I could think of. But how do you hold your spot? See, listen, I'm not even people like turn into psychologists and stuff. Oh, mental health it affects 76% of America. Like everybody's an expert now. I'm not claiming to be an expert on mental health awareness. All I know is I felt bad and crummy and horrible before. You see what I'm saying? But my thing is this. If you aren't ready for whatever reason, that's okay. It's okay. But you should not be able to stagnate and hold up belts in your division because you're not okay. If you're not okay, you're not okay. You got to get help. You got to get psychiatric. You got to go to Hawaii and say Chihuahua. You got to do what you got to do. I have no problem with that aspect of it. But the rest of the world continues. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, what part of society does this happen where I buy a Tesla? I buy a new Tesla. I owe $700 a month or whatever the car note is. I don't feel well, so I default on my payment. What is the car lender? What is Tesla going to do or say to me? They're going to repo that car, bro. So Tesla's not telling me to not get looked up. Oh, you suffer from bipolar disorder or mental health issues. They're not saying that, but they're saying you defaulted on a pact. So unfortunately, you can't hold his car. Do you see what I'm saying? So I don't understand this whole WBC. They're like, oh yeah, we support it. That's why it looks like it was a setup, like everybody's in cahoots, a conspiracy. Because I'm not telling Ryan to not figure out life. He's a young man. You're going to figure it out on your own terms. I'm not saying don't figure it out. But how you figure out and keep the WBC interim belt? How is Javier Fortuna not the WBC champion right now? Or the interim champion? And Devin Haney's the real champion. And you have Tio with a belt, the WBC franchise. So the WBC and their organization see fit to have 3 belts in the lightweight division. And you tell me this is good for boxing. 3 belts. You have Teofimo Lopez, franchise champion, WBC. You have Devin Haney, a full WBC champion. And then you have a 3rd belt with Ryan Garcia, and he's unfit for battle or duty with the WBC interim. So you already have 3 bogus belts that don't need to be in one division. You have 3 separate young stars and young men with 3 separate versions of a WBC belt, and 2 of them are fighting. Teofimo got a George Camboso fight. Devin is fighting Jorge Linares. And then the 3rd one announced that he was fighting, but says, no, I wasn't ready. I got to do some other stuff first. I got to do chores or whatever. I don't understand how you even keep your belt in that situation. Meanwhile, when Devin Haney sustained an injury in a WBC sanctioned like eliminator against Santiago, Devin Haney said, I have to get this repaired because you've seen how I wasn't throwing my hand with full conviction. The WBC motioned to strip him of the belt, and then he later had a petition to get his belt back. So a black fighter has to have an actual surgery that he documented. There's pictures of Devin Haney in a hospital gurney and all that with his shoulder like this. Just like Lomachenko said his shoulder hurt, and then y'all accepted those pictures, and Pacquiao, and y'all accepted those pictures. There's a picture of Devin Haney in a hospital bed with some type of surgical procedure for his shoulder. WBC, there was a black fighter, black American undefeated champion. He did the eliminator, won, stayed undefeated. They stripped him of his title. And it wasn't until later when he came back, like he started training and come back, and then he had a petition to get his belt back. Because I remember I did a video when it happened, like, okay, Devin Haney, he's WBC champion again. And I think because Javier Fortuna and Jorge Linares was about to fight, and then the fight fell apart because Fortuna once again was not given an opponent in replacement to Jorge Linares, who failed with Rona. You see what I'm saying? So Jorge Linares said he's sick. I got the Rona. He tested positive or whatever, so it got canceled. And then they end up giving Devin his belt back. These are the facts, people. Kevin Slims, $5. If Ryan have issues, get help. Why you say it like that? But Fortuna is ready with no issues. He should fight for the eliminator. That's, bro, you're not gonna make this make sense, you guys. A black fighter, Devin Haney, had to surrender his belt to have a surgery. But Ryan Garcia is talking about some chi wow in Hawaii right now, right? Days after he says he couldn't fight the guy the WBC told him he had to fight, even though he could have fought Devin Haney and didn't even need to do another title eliminator. And somehow Ryan is getting his place held in line. I don't see how that's fair. I don't see that's fair. And I think the reason I don't see why it's fair is because it's a double standard and it's not fair. So, like I said, I'm not anti-Ryan. If he does have a lot of stuff going on, cool. But handle that and let everyone else play. That's the way it should be. That's the way. Don't play race card, tacky, block him. Fuck you, block him. Michael Garcia. Look at the names, faces, and profile pics of the people doing the most hating. I do whatever I want. You could do whatever you want and like get blocked. Don't tell me what to do. Listen, when they can't rebuttal what you are saying, this is what they do in the comment section. Don't play the race card. I'm doing what I want to do. You don't like it, you don't have to watch. That's fine. I'm good with that. But you can't prove me wrong. So you might as well just be gone. If you can't prove me wrong, you might as well be gone. Now, this is what the naysayers and detractors do. Now, because I'm exposing and saying certain things, they blame me for it. You dig what I'm saying? They're blaming me for it. Like it's my fault that this is what's happening. I'm just laying out what's happening. But somehow I become the bad guy in every situation. So whatever. Say hello to the bad guy, man. Huh? Okay, I'll be the bad guy. Whatever. That's what's up. Shout out to Captain. Listen, when they hate, donate. The money keep coming in. Devin Haney is black. I'm gonna say it. He's black. It's what it is. He's like, come on, man. That's how you know I'm cooking them. When they ain't got nothing to say, when you hear these words coming out of my mouth and they ain't got nothing to say, but come on, man, you're ugly. You quit playing the race card. Then you know I'm doing a great job. That's it. Smash the like button. Smash the like button for the great job I'm doing. When they ain't got nothing else to say, like I'm giving you fact upon fact upon fact, chronological order. I'm giving you a timeline. They ain't got nothing to say to none of that. They just got one gripe because I said whatever I said. And I'm going to keep saying that. Come on, bro. Y'all got to send me some better work. Who next? Who next? So, yeah, to wrap this up, doesn't make boxing look good. Yeah, Devin Alexander said he was out here fighting on pills and shit. Like, what are we talking about? Bro, a lot of fighters have, just mark my word. if we're talking about mental health, and this is something we're going to really address and really tackle, every fighter had, like, imagine Amir Khan, bro. He get knocked out in a lot of his big fights. Imagine what he goes through, mental health awareness, knowing that he about to fight Canelo and he been knocked out by Bradis Prescott and Danny Garcia. Bay Area gang Niners got the number 3 pick. Let's go. Bro, if we're just talking about mental, let's do it across the board. Amir Khan, what does he think? You know what I'm saying? What does he go through? What goes through his mind? He's a good fighter, but his chin may not hold up, and he about to fight big ass Canelo with no rehydration clause. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something to behold. Like, Amir Khan got, at least he got heart, he got nuts, because he's stepping in there. The money keep coming in. Okay, $2 cash app. Suleiman protects Latino or Latino American fighters. Shout out to Daryl Smith. Bro, Devin, all we know is Devin got stripped until he later got his belt back. Ryan gets a pass for God knows what he's even internally interpreting. And then, like I said, perception, he putting out videos talking about some chi wow. I mean, whatever. It doesn't look good. We'll just continue to say that, bro. Chi who or whatever. So this is Ryan Garcia dealing with his turmoil and angst or whatever. You see what I'm saying? That's the leaked video that people are seeing pulled from social media. And then they're trying to paint Ryan as like a hero. They're trying to make, you know what I'm saying, trying to paint him as a hero because he's taking a major stand. But we don't, like I said, we don't even know what he's going through. I don't. Thank you to everyone who donated to Ryan's GoFundMe and wishing him a speedy recovery. Chee woo. Oh, wow. So anyway, that's my thoughts on it. I really don't like the precedence that sets for boxing. So basically, once again, this is if you open the floodgates, then that means anybody can do it. If it's good for one person, so if Ryan could pull out of a fight, maintain his belt, maintain his spot or whatever, then everybody should be able to do that. So, like, if another fighter doesn't want to fight and he said, "Hey, my mental is bad," then he's just gonna pull out. That's the new standard for boxing. Like, just analyze what I'm saying, because you can't have no boxing sport where, you know, the rules vary. I mean, even though that's what happens, it shouldn't be where the rules vary from person to person. So if you're allowed to maintain and not get stripped of your belt, and you're allowed to maintain your belt, then that means anybody can do it. You know what I mean? So if whoever the mandatory is, let's say Teofimo moves up to 140 and becomes the mandatory for Taylor Ramirez winner, he can just pull out and hold his spot and say, "Hey, I'm not mentally ready. I'm going through family problems or relationship problems or this," and like, what part of boxing is that? Like I said, interview 10 fighters before a fight, and 90% or more will say their mental is bad. Away from family, you know what I'm saying? You got to sleep by yourself. Your days are boring. You can't eat foods you love to eat. You're dehydrated. Like, do you understand what it is to be a fighter? If you dehydrate your body, there's serious, you can die from it for one, but on a less severe scale, lethargy, where you're lethargic, pass out, you know what I'm saying? Um Fighters, they live a crazy life in general, you know. So I'm assuming most people's mental is not going to be A1 steak sauce. Shout out to Arthur. Preach and teach to the haters. Let's go. Y'all sending cash apps. Okay. We got another $1 from Daryl Smith. Much love. Shout out to Arthur and Daryl. Fortuna was going to check that chin. Well, we don't have to worry about that now. And see, like, bro, if we're talking mental health, where's this whole everybody, like I said, turned into a psychologist. Ryan didn't even declare what was wrong with him. Everyone's a psychologist and, psychoanalyzing Ryan Garcia. But at the end of the day, what about Javier Fortuna's mental health? He can't catch a break. Bro, he was supposed to fight Jorge Linares. He was scheduled to fight Devin. He had a shoulder injury. He was scheduled to fight Ryan. Pulled out, not mentally ready. I think he was supposed to fight Luke Campbell too. You see what I'm saying? Like, what about Javier Fortuna mental health? Bro, he deserved the belt. Bro, if no one could fight him, everyone's injured or whatever, mentally not prepared, he need the belt. He need the interim belt. It's non-negotiable. It doesn't make sense any other way. What about Javier Fortuna, a dark-skinned fighter from Dominican Republic? What about his mental health? He's the one getting jerked over. I guarantee you Ryan Garcia's purses have probably been looking better than Javier Fortuna. So what about his fighters like Javier Fortuna? They kind of need belts and stuff like that because that's what gets them bigger purses. Ryan's already super popular in 8 million subscribers in or followers in. He has endorsement deals and stuff like that, Gatorade endorsement. What about Javier Fortuna's mental health? How's he feeling knowing that the biggest opportunity out of all the big names is now, in the toilet, and he ain't getting them same type of purses that big name fighters get? What about his mental health? Let me know. If Jamal Charlo moved up, fought Benavidez, that don't make sense. Fought Benavidez and pulled out, that don't make sense. If he moved up, fought Benavidez, you mean if he was scheduled to fight Benavidez and he pulled out because of his mental health, old media would not be the same way. Well, I mean, we already know that. They saying Charlo ducking, he ain't even in the division. Whatever. Anyway, I'll be back at 7 p.m. I'm about to go to Chick-fil-A. Any questions for me? I'm about to go to Chick-fil-A. I've said my piece. I'm Chick-fil-A. Y'all got any questions for me? Show 2 a days. See y'all at 7. Y'all got any questions for me? Oh yeah, we're doing the Andy Ruiz. At least someone in Canelo's gym is fighting, and it looks like they're taking it serious. We doing Andy Ruiz Boxing Ego watch party. Hopefully that fight delivers. I think it will. Spence and Pacquiao are really gonna fight? I don't know. We're gonna find out shortly. But they said they're in negotiations. I think Spence fights either Pacquiao or you guys. Thank you for the hard work, Ego. Chee woo! I'm going to Chick-fil-A. I'll holler at y'all. Yes, of course, double standards. This is what old media is known for. I'll see you guys at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for the second stream. The Boxing Ego 2 a days. This is easy work though. So I'm gonna get something to eat. Holler at me. Peace.